1, 2. Microphone check 1, 2. Man, Eva Longoria from Desperate Housewives got her claws into a brother. Tony Parker. Yeah, honey.
Spurs point guard?
That's right. He's 22 and 6 feet 2. All that height. She's only 5 feet 2 herself, and she's 29. She left JC Jason of that boy group for a black man. He's French. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Oh, does he have the accent and everything?
Yes.
Oh, sexy. Let's bring Bushwick Bill in. I still am not finished reviewing the... You know what? Lower the seat. I'm sorry. You know what? Don't lower the seat. Let's see how he gets up here in the chair. That's right. I was just complaining about we need a damn milk crate because I'm so damn tall for all my guests. Hi, sir. Nice to see you.
Doing?
Now, push your water back. I want to see you maneuver your way.
Oh, I am.
How tall are you?
4'6".
4 feet 6. There he goes. Whoa. Rolling over my Carlos Falchi bag. I'm not going to help you. Let's see how he does it. Come on now. Do you live with anybody?
Who, me? No.
Exactly. So you manage. There he goes.
Oh, of course I do.
You're on the chair like my son. Okay, now he's turning around. Down. Okay, and there he is.
Yeah, I finally made it.
Yeah, it's very nice to see you again. We met way back in the early 90s when the Ghetto Boys first came out. I was at another radio station. You probably don't even remember. I barely remember. I just know that you've been around long enough that I know at some point or another we've met. Bushwick Bill, everybody, of the Ghetto Boys. First of all, you have current music that's out, right?
Yeah. The Ghetto Boys has dropped a new album called The Foundation.
Yeah, because we have it here in the studio.
Now.
It's been out for a week.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, you are helping people to understand the singer Houston and not his exact plight, because every man travels an individual road. Right. But you also have revealed, because it was no secret, that you attempted suicide by having your fiance shoot you. Right. That she was supposed to blow your head off, but it didn't work. Oh. Instead, you just came up with a missing eye.
Yeah.
Where was she supposed to be aiming, Bill? Let me just ask that. I mean, you know.
Personally, I thought a shot in the heart would have been good enough. Personally,
well, did you take her to the range before this all went down? I mean, I'm so glad it didn't happen. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking. We would have lost a creative individual.
But see, what it was is I was emotionally disturbed behind what like my mom's needs were. The fact that I was growing famous, and it's like she had her Blue Cross Blue Shield deductible, and she's like, Bill, until my check comes in, could you just loan me $500 to pay my Blue Cross Blue Shield? I asked the record label. They came up with the expression, well, I'm too broke to pay attention. I'm like, what does that mean?
What label were you on back then?
Oh, still Rap A Lot.
Rap A Lot Records.
Yeah, but they've changed a lot of their staff members. You know, they had some really stiff staff members back then.
And so they weren't able to front you the money.
Yeah, and the album was hot to death, and I didn't understand that. But I didn't know the single was going to go gold or anything.
But one of the things that you did mention in talking about Houston is when you become famous, the fame comes before the money.
Yes.
And people are expecting, like your mom expected you to have that $500. Even your parents, a lot of times when you're famous, don't understand that you're more famous than you are wealthy in some cases.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed much today.
Yeah, the look supersedes the pockets.
Yes. You have a rose gold bubble diamond chain on that is turned around. Is there any particular reason it's turned around?
No,
one eye played a trick on you today?
I just like both sides of it, so it's like I fixed it where I could turn it either way I want to turn it.
Oh, okay.
It's just an interesting way of doing things. I just like being different. I was born different, so I keep it different.
Yeah. Now, what are you a dwarf or are you a midget?
I'm a dwarf.
What's the difference?
Midgets only grow to be 3 feet. Dwarf is anyone under 6 feet. For all you people out there who think you're not short.
Well, I'm surrounded by. Wait a minute, I'm a dwarf myself. 5 feet 11.
There you go.
How much do you weigh?
Me, I weigh 126.
Yeah, I would love to weigh 126. Wouldn't that be a great size? And so, are you the only dwarf in your family?
Yes. They said it skips every 3 generations, so it's like it's one of my children's children would have someone my size. It's not something that's bound to happen just because they have kids.
Do you have children?
Yeah, I have 5.
And are they all bigger than you?
Yes, I have 1 adopted and 4 biological, and they're all cool.
How many babies' moms?
5.
Oh,
a mess. I guess that penis is not a dwarf. It's working perfectly. Running up and making all kind of babies and whatnot. How old is the youngest?
The youngest is 2.
Damn.
The oldest is 14.
All right.
But see, in reality, when I decided to like, you know, get into the fatherhood business.
Yeah.
You know, because it's turned into a business.
Yes,
actually.
it has.
You know,
14 years ago, that's around when Ghetto Boys, My Mind's Playing Tricks.
Yeah,
So somewhere around
it's like,
there.
I wanted to be married. I don't believe in bastard children. I don't believe in just going around making babies. My whole life, I've always seen mom and dad. I've never grew up with in a separate household. So for my kids to be going through that is kind of abstract to me and kind of like, you know, just not right.
Do you, is that eye, the prosthetic, he's not wearing a patch over the other eye. It's Bushwick Bill, everybody in the studio. And I'm trying to look at it. Is that, what is that in your eye? Is that your original eye just with no retina?
It's a conformer.
What is that?
That means that they're making me a new one. As I get older, my face changes. I have to keep making one to adjust to the change of my face. Or else it'll just be falling out everywhere. If I'd have had the other one, then I could have been talking to you and it just fell out.
Wow. Wow, imagine being at a party with Bushwick Bill drinking brown juice, you know, Hennessy or something, and all of a sudden,
all of a sudden the eye falls out.
Oh, I've had too much to drink. But, please do take us to where, all right, so you mentioned the $500. So apparently there was some pressure from people around you.
Yeah.
And you not being able to deliver, and you feeling like you were letting down your mom back then.
Yeah, because I didn't really understand that, okay, even if the record is hot, there's a certain pay process that the record labels go through before the distributor pays them, before they pay the artist. I figure once you have a hot record, hey, just pay the artist.
Right.
But I didn't know it's a process, see, because, you know, it was new fame, first time at it, so I figured, hey, I'm on the radio, where's the money?
Yeah, exactly. So that was one of the things that drove you to attempt suicide, as well as, I guess, a multitude of other things, if you choose to share.
just not being able to just, you know, do what I felt I should be able to do for my mom. It's like, and I don't want everyone out there to get it twisted. It's like, I don't believe that life is not worth living, or I didn't feel like I shouldn't live. Basically, at that point, I believe there's no greater love than to give up your life for a friend, and if my mother can't be my friend, then who else is? So that's what it was about. It was really more self-sacrifice than just saying life ain't worth it.
How old are you now?
Me, I'm 34.
But you realize that you would have broken your mother's heart if you'd been successful in your suicide.
And 2 weeks after that, the album goes gold, and Mind Playing Tricks is one of the #1 songs. So I would have died and not even see what the record did.
Exactly.
And you would have been, anything.
And your tragedy would have been featured on the cover.
Yeah, but they did that anyway, which was kind of strange because they came to the hospital the day before my surgery to take the picture for the album cover in case I didn't make it.
Damn. How do you feel when people do that to you? Like
I feel like Houston. I mean, just really think about it, man. I mean, how could you still be living in the same 2-bedroom apartment with other people sharing a room with you, and you are hot everywhere to death. People know your name and your face the minute they see you. You know, that's really confusing.
What was your relationship like with the other Ghetto Boys when you snapped to it and realized, oh my gosh, they were trying to capitalize on my not making it?
I mean, if you look at the album cover, even till today, if you look at the We Can't Be Stopped album cover, you could see that Willie D wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, but Scarface was extremely furious because at 8 years old, he had eye surgery, so he was blind for like 14 hours.
So whose idea was it for the Ghetto Boys to take the picture?
It was Cliff Blodgett's idea, but he claimed it was James Prince's idea.
I was going to say, do you blame Jay Prince?
It's really hard to say, you know what I'm saying, after the fact, but all I know is Cliff doesn't work with rap a lot no more. Me and Jay is still cool. Faye still doesn't like that album cover. Willie D just has the mentality that if the job has to get done, the job has to get done.
When's the last time you talked to Scarface?
I just talked to him a couple of days ago. He's always been the same. I mean, he's manic depressive, but he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like they say Houston is manic depressive, but I mean, I've been around Face for years, and he's manic depressive. He never tried to take his eye out.
Yeah.
That's why I knew it had to be more than that. That's why when I heard about it, I tried to give him words of encouragement based on spiritual means, because the physical world they like you today, they might not like you tomorrow. You're only as hot as your last record. Right. But your people who really love you, I mean, they're going to be there for you regardless of a hot record or not. And I knew he had to have come from a spiritual background, just the fact that they said he went to read the Bible before it happens. But the one thing I know and I want to share with people out there is that I went to Bible school for 3 years before I even became a rapper, and is that God clearly says in his Bible that you have to worship him in spirit and in truth. You cannot just pick up the Bible and believe you can interpret what God is saying. Right. You have to pray and ask for that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because the Bible will drive you crazy if you read it in an unspiritual manner.
Now, what do you do for money now?
Well, I do a lot of label counseling, and I help people set up their labels and their publishing so that they know how to get their money from the labels without being screwed by handing your whole future to them. Right. They fill out all the paperwork, and then you wondering where your money's going. Now,
does that bring in decent money to take care of the 5 babies' mothers with the 5 kids?
Yeah. Really, I just take care of the kids. The mothers could take care of themselves.
Are any of them remarried? Any of your babies' mothers?
They all got relationships, but I don't get involved in none of that. As long as it don't affect my kids, I'm cool.
Yeah.
That's really all I'm more concerned with the future than the now.
Now, where do you live now?
Really, I'm between Memphis, Houston, and LA.
And where do the babies' mothers live?
New Orleans, Chicago, and Houston.
Oh, mess.
Oh, and Louisiana, yeah.
Shout out to everybody in Shreveport, Louisiana. You know, this radio show is on there.
Oh, yeah? Well, she's from New Orleans, the Ninth Ward, the lady that shot me.
The Ninth Ward. The lady that shot you, yeah. So what kind of psychological trauma did that produce for her? I mean, did she ask you to sign any money that you didn't have over to her before pulling I mean, what kind of fiance?
See, the whole thing was this, right? She did not want to have any part to do with it at all. But it was just the fact that, okay, after going to Bible school, I know I can't commit suicide. It's the one sin God don't forgive, like blasphemy. So it's like, okay, what's the best way to pull one over on God was the way I was thinking.
Have her do it.
Right. So I figured if she do it, it's not suicide. But really, if you initiate anything, it's suicide.
Listen, what kind of mind frame mentally were you in? Did you drink wildly prior to that? Did you smoke mad trees?
Yes.
Did she drink wildly?
Nope.
Did you?
She was asleep. I woke her up, shot at her first, told her she got to shoot me.
You shot at her and said, "Turn around, what? Turn around, bitch!" Like you really had to talk like real hard to her to scare her
and she
make
was
her mad enough to want to shoot you.
I'm not gonna do it. So what I did is my adopted child. I held him and I threw him up in the air and caught him in my hands, right? And I was like, okay, this is the next step. If you don't use your motherly influence right now, I'm gonna toss him through the double pane window.
You gotta be kidding me.
Was like, I'm trying everything to get her to shoot me, and she's like, you won't do it because you love him. I mean, she obviously knew me, right? So I had to get a vacuum cleaner and swing it as close to her head as possible without hitting her, because if I knocked her out, who the hell was gonna shoot me?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to orchestrate this whole emotional event.
Orchestrating his suicide. So where's the kid when she shoots you?
He was laying on the bed.
So now is that kid in therapy? You're on lithium and she's on Xanax.
No, he's totally cool, but she's not alright till today. It's like every relationship she get in, she's trying to kill people now. I guess she think that's the way to go.
Bill, now are you in psychological counseling? How was your life today? How were you mentally? Bushwick Bill, everybody.
Well, mentally right now I'm totally stable and focused and rooted and grounded, because it is not I or me, it's us and we. If I'm in a relationship with anyone, I have to consider their feelings and how they're going to be affected by this, not just how I feel about my situation. You got to really engulf yourself in everything you love without being selfish.
Jeez. What do you say? Goodbye, or you say stay for another break?
Yeah.
I say you need to. All right, look. I want to see you get down off your chair. You're going to go back into the pink room. Let me see you get down. Come on, back up. Come on, little man. All right. Oh, just like a 3-year-old. That's it. Open the door. Girls, lead Bushwick Bill to the other room. We have to have you back for another break.
Not
just look at him go. There he goes.
Party people, man.
I have a boyfriend. He wants to fight me.
How old is everybody?
I'm 43.
Oh.
She's 38.
Oh.
And he's 40.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I've had such a delightful time today. We're ready for Bushwick Bill to come back in the studio just for his final goodbye. It was just kind of weird. Nobody help him in his chair. Bushwick Bill is back.
Hold up, I gotta go through this.
Yeah, I can help you this time now. Oh, you got it good. You're a really good sport, Bill.
Hey, not a problem.
You really are. So this is why I didn't want to abruptly say goodbye to you last time, because I wanted to find out, seriously, what you're doing for yourself right now, mentally speaking, to keep your head above water. Are you, after your attempted suicide, I realized that it was a decade ago. Are you in therapy today?
I'm in spiritual therapy, just staying focused on God, loving my kids, and realizing that no one could take care of them better than me.
Yes.
No one could teach them about the pitfalls of life and people that are fake, that people that compare to be real, and just I just feel like the love I have for them, can't nobody really express it to them the way I could. And if I cheat myself out of life by any means, whether it's drugs, suicide, or just hanging out with the wrong crowd that has no purpose in life, that really cheats them out of me being there for them.
Did you ever make it a second attempt at suicide?
Yeah.
How'd you do that one? I hope you had a better shot. Obviously the same.
It wasn't really. Shot. No, what it was really, it was like depression. It was like depression, suicide, where you just get into yourself and don't want to do nothing because you like walking around bumping into the walls because you got one eye now and everything is not really the same since you've changed and altered.
Did you pick up a
life.
drug habit?
No, the pills they were giving me for the pain of the headache, because my brain had swollen a little bit from the bullet being in there and the gunpowder. Well, the bullet's still in there and the gunpowder is evenly distributed throughout my brain, and where the bullet lodges between physical motion and reasoning and understanding.
Okay, so you can snap at any given time.
Nah, not at all.
Okay.
I'm more emotionally stable than that.
Okay. And do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I have a fiance. Her name is Cindy Angel.
Fabulous.
And I have a beautiful young daughter. Her name is Delmara. She is so cool. She's the joy of my life, and the rest of my kids love her too. Like, my kids are just loving.
So your fiance has a child by you. You guys have. How old is your child?
2. She's the youngest.
So when are you going to marry? When are you guys going to have a wedding, or are you just going to go to Justice of the Peace, or what?
No, she wants to have a wedding. I want to just go to Vegas and do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Because she stuck by me even when my career was on the downswing. You know, she worked and helped take care of stuff while I was figuring out what angle in the music business I wanted to get into.
Yeah. Now, regarding Houston, because that was,
focus.
one of the things that was a main focus. I mean, we wanted to catch up with you too, Bill. Don't get us wrong. You know what I mean?
I know.
Very interesting person and a legend in the game. But about Houston, have you actually spoken to Houston?
No, they're really keeping them under tight wraps now. They're not really letting them speak to anyone. But if I have a chance to talk to him, I would like to pray with him and just let him know that he's not alone. You know what I'm saying? There's people that go through this.
If I was Houston or Houston's people, I would send a ticket for Bushwick Bill. I mean, he might be the one person, Bill, you might be the one person right now who could absolutely relate to, at the very least, the eye, catching equilibrium. I mean, I'm sure there are things about having one eye that you could teach him.
He's in for a whole world of different experience that he don't even understand.
Oh, gosh. They ought to get a law.
Yeah.
You're short and you drive. And
because see what it is with one eye, my peripheral, like right now I'm looking at you, I can still see the door. So if someone was standing there, I could actually tell you what they were dressed like and how they looked and what facial expression they were making.
Okay, I don't believe you. Taryn, go to the door.
The body makes up for all of that.
Go to the door. Okay, so you keep looking over here at me, and Taryn, stand right there, and I want you to make a face, like a face that Bill would be able to see peripherally. What is she doing?
She's making a smirk-like face.
No. She was sticking her tongue out on the crazy way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she crossed her eyes.
Because I could see when the
okay,
facial muscles on the jaw moves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But, all right, so you haven't spoken to Houston. Hopefully after this, those people will reach out to you because, I mean, wow, what a story you have. Bushwick, I want to thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Ghetto Boys' new CD is in stores right now.
Oh, and if it's okay, I want to mention that my new album comes out on Adex Records, distributed through Lightyear and it's called Gutter Mix. It's really serious.
Okay. All right. This is the album that we had earlier. I did not have the Ghetto Boys album.
And I have a radio single on there, too.
You do?
Yeah, it's called 20 Minutes of March. Really cool.
Okay. The only song you didn't curse on. That's why it's called the radio single?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Very interesting.
I want to thank you because I really enjoy your show. You're very informative. And you take the edge off of seriousness by making it humorous but informative.
I try.
So keep that up. That is really good. You're a natural at it.
Thank you, Bushwick. I like to see my guests leave. You particularly are very interesting because you got to hop down. Look at him.
I'm going to get down better than tattoo.
Okay. Oh! Be well. well, my friend.
All right,
Be
God
well.
bless, and I appreciate y'all.
Take care.
We love New York, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye. There he goes.
It's a legend.
He is a legend. And what a nice man. Yeah. He gets through everything, here at the Experience. I mean, we joke to make light, just to take the edge. Too much is going on out in the streets.
He's at peace with himself.
He is at peace with himself. Yeah, if I was Houston's camp, I would send him a ticket.
That's his fiance.
Yeah. Is that his fiance? Well, bring her in here. Come here for a minute. What's that dwarf sex like?
If you had say.
I just want to ask. Oh, shut up. Okay, easy. Hi. What is that dwarf sex like? Nice?
Oh.
It's really good, actually.
How did you meet Bill?
We met at a club about 4 years ago.
All right. Mm-hmm. So, are you older than him, younger than him, same age as him?
No, I'm younger than him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when are you guys getting married? How'd you do? No ring, no engagement.
Not
That's
yet.
my rule.
No, not yet.
Bill? Time for the ring.
We're talking about that, though, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations on everything.
Congratulations. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you. You also. What's your name?
Cindy.
Nice to meet you, Cindy. Take care. Bye. Cindy's got really blonde weave, and we use that word because everybody on the show has fake hair. I just didn't want her to think I was trying to offend her. You know, some girls, like, if you call it weave as opposed to hair, they get all upset. Really blonde weave, and her skin is very, very, very pale, but she's black. She's pale like who? She's pale like who?
Faith.
Pale like Faith. Yeah. Cindy, you're pale like Faith. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, she and Faith, because of the hair color and the skin color, are from the same tribe. Cindy's like a size 0, and Faith at this point is about a size 2. So they're both slender girls, and it's all good. That's nice. It's nice. Bill's got a girl that other guys would like to get with, right? Not some leftover. Well, not you, Art, but because you're still...